Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be breaking down the brand new LEGO Ninjago Season 14 trailer that was released. This trailer was found on a France TV website, so I'll be sure to link that down below. And I also did do a reaction video for this trailer, but I feel that I missed so much from the trailer that I felt it was a necessity to do a breakdown video for this, because there's a ton to analyze from the trailer, and I want to get the opportunity to go over it with all of you. Now, I can't promise that I'm going to spot every single detail, so if any of you see something that I wound up missing during this breakdown, be sure to let me know down below. I'm always interested to hear more little details and Easter eggs from these types of trailers. And then there's also some news regarding the release of this season from the France TV website, and that's what we're going to touch on briefly here at the beginning of the video. Basically, on Saturday, February 27th of this year, there's going to be a special 45-minute episode which is titled The Unknown Island, and that is going to premiere and kick off this new season of Ninjago. And then apparently the rest of the season will wind up premiering in summer of 2021, so it seems like they're going to kind of have this kickoff episode that's an extended one for this season, and then we're going to continue the remainder of the season throughout summer of 2021. Now, I'm not sure what the standard length of the episodes are going to be, if it's going to follow kind of their new formula of having these shorter episodes, or if they'll go back to like 22-minute episodes. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing for the rest of the season, but what I do know is that first episode is going to be an extended one, and we do have a description for the season as well, so I'm going to read that also, and that states that an expedition led by Lloyd's mother has gone missing on a remote island off the coast of Ninjago. The ninjas go on a rescue mission, and they recruit Twitchy Tim, the only ninja to return alive from this mysterious island, and they track down the expedition, but at the same time discover an ancient tribe of native islanders with a strange lightning-based technology. This tribe fears and adores a terrible creature of the seas. They manage to keep her submissive through frequent and precious sacrifices, but her anger arouses and she demands more. The ninja will have to face the wrath of the sea and this creature from the bottom of infinite oceans. The opportunity for them to discover that its powers are linked to an ancient mythical creature, and we'll learn during season 13 that there is a part of the truth in this legend. So a little bit of that might sound a tiny bit off with some of the translation here, because this is of course a French website, so it might not be exactly accurate with the sort of like just Google Translate of it here, but still we learned some really interesting things here, and also how this could possibly directly link into season 15, because of course that's going to be like a water themed season with Nia being the central ninja for that season, and it sounds like they're going into like some sea creatures here, so I'm not sure if that's going to wind up directly tying in, similar to like how season 8 directly ties into season 9 of Ninjago. So I'm not sure what they're going to be doing with that, but it's definitely quite interesting. Of course, we learn how Misako has gone missing, which we do learn in the trailer as well, and there's quite a few interesting things here, like how the islanders are using a strange lightning based technology, of course kind of hinting at why they kind of captured Jay at one part in the trailer, and also why of course their bodies look the way they do in the trailer. And then Twitchy Tim as well, who's very interesting that they list him as a ninja right here, because there was a Ninjago book that was releasing where they basically talked about a final like ninja or final like elemental power being revealed, so I'm wondering if he will have anything to do with this, considering he is a ninja. So I'm not too sure what's going to be happening with all of that, but now without further ado, let's get into the trailer breakdown. Alright, so now we're going to get into the breakdown of this trailer here. I know I had quite a bit to go over before that, but I felt like it was pretty necessary to kind of cover that information, because of course it is surrounding this new season of Ninjago. But without further ado, let's start the trailer breakdown in 3, 2, 1. I just wanted to make sure I could time that correctly, but basically we start off here with meeting one of the Adventurers Club people right here, of course, that we saw in one of the previous seasons. I can't remember specifically what season they were in, if it was, I'm pretty sure it was season 11 that this guy wound up appearing in, and forgive me, I forget what his name is specifically. I know I'm pretty sure we get his name, but you probably know who I'm talking about if you follow Ninjago, and they basically seem to have gone to him to find information on where Misaki Misako is gone, and he basically confirms that Misako has been taken to this island basically, or that it seems like she's gone on this expedition and now she is the one who has been like kind of kidnapped on the island, and it looks to be that she went on this mission with Clutch Powers and then Sensei Wu as well, and then another character also who we get to kind of see the back of here. We get some more detailed shots later on, but basically I've seen this character on the front of one of the books that ties into season 14, but I forget what his name is, or if he even has a name at this point, so I'm not too sure. Let me know down below if you have any info on that. But of course we see like the giant like tiki statue here, of course that's featured in one of the Ninjago sets of the Keeper's Village, so we get to see that here in animation, and it looks very cool with the glowing eyes there. I like the look of that. We can see a little bit of what looks to be kind of lightning going through that, so tying in with of course the villagers here from this season. And then we get to zoom out here, we get kind of a little bit of a better look. We can see all of them here, and it kind of makes sense why Wu wasn't exactly like put in any of the sets, because it seems like he's going to kind of be the one who, or one of the ones who they're sort of rescuing here in this season, so it kind of makes sense he might not be featured as prominently, I suppose. And then if we move on here, we can see the Destiny's bounty right here, of course dropping off all of the ninja, and we get to see them in their new outfits as well, which I think looks spectacular there. Then we get to meet this new character here, Twitchy Tom, who is just fantastic. I really like his design. It's nothing like super spectacular, but he looks like he might be like a pilot of some sort, because I mean that seems to be what his symbols are hinting at there, so I'm not too sure what he's all about. Maybe he's the master of, I don't even know what he would be the master of, if he has any sort of elemental ability. It seems like he has a little bit of like electricity flowing through him as well that we kind of get a glimpse at. Not sure if I'll be able to get specifically on that frame of it, but we see that kind of, so it seems like he's either been on this island for a long amount of time, or that maybe that ties into one of his powers. I'm not too sure at this point. Then we get a close-up here of this character, Twitchy Tom, who once again, he looks pretty great, and we get a look at the ninja as well, who I think just look fantastic. I really love the look of their designs here in animated form. I think it looks fantastic, similar to the minifigures, of course, and we can kind of track the timeline of this trailer by Lloyd's outfit, because you can see it hasn't been like totally like into like the jungle sort of look that he rocks in his minifigure, and we get to see that later on in the trailer where he puts like the face paint on his face, so we haven't really seen that happen yet, so we can of course assume this is going to be closer to the beginning of the season or the special. We don't really know if all of this footage is taken from the 45-minute special that is going to be premiering, or if it's from the entirety of the season. I'm going to guess that most of it's from the special, because it kind of seems like maybe that might be the case. I'm not too sure, honestly. It's more of a guess, and it doesn't really matter in the end, but still we can kind of track that here. But yeah, they all look fantastic. Love the designs of all of them. Get to see Twitchy Tom right there, and then we get to see the Destiny's bounty right here riding just into the lightning there, so we get to see some of that. A nice like purple sort of color scheme here to kind of like this entire trailer, so I like that as well, the sort of minor tint. Then if we move forward right here, we can kind of see a nice glimpse at the island here just from a wide view, and I think it just looks fantastic. I really do love the design of it. You can see a little bit of lava there as well. It just looks to have a lot of life to it, and you can see sort of like purple like gas clouds as well, so that might be areas where there's more lightning circulating around, because it seems to be the lightning is like a purple color. And then we get to see some of the catamaran action here. We get to see Zane riding through in the lightning sort of like striking them. We get to see Kai's catamaran as well, where it looks like Jay is joining him there, and then maybe someone else as well, it kind of looks like. Then we get to see like Lloyd's bike, at least like Lloyd's jungle bike from the set, but it seems like there's multiple of them, so my guess is that maybe these bikes are like some that the villagers use, and then Lloyd just winds up like hijacking one of them, so that could potentially be what my guess is here. But I'm also not too sure the ninja might just have a couple of these bikes as well, because I believe actually later in the trailer we see them drop out of the Destiny bounty, so I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait till we get to that part of the trailer. We get to see Lloyd's dragon, or the jungle dragon, kind of popping up behind Lloyd right here, which is pretty cool, catching him off guard, and we can see he has his face paint here, so of course this seems to be later on. And then we get to see some of the ninja here. Zane's shuriken right there. Nia's outfit looks great as well. I really love the look of her design also, and yeah, pretty cool looking shot right there. Then we get to see Twitchy Tom here, kind of going a little bit crazy there. What's interesting about this shot here is that, of course, Jay is kind of the primary ninja that everybody thinks is going to be captured, because in 2 of the sets releasing for Season 14, we see that happening, and it's also mentioned in a LEGO Ninjago magazine as well. So it seems like he might be the primary ninja that the villagers are going after, of course, to kind of power their electricity-based technology, of course. So that would make sense. He seems to have some sort of harness on him there with some gems, and then he's like wearing like a little like flower like dress type thing on his head. So very interesting here. It seems like they might be pampering him or something, or getting him ready for a sacrifice possibly. Actually, that's what I assume it might wind up being. See, I'm discovering things as I'm going through this breakdown, and it might be that potentially Jay is going to be the one that is sacrificed, and that's why they're choosing him, because he's of course the lightning ninja. So it would make sense that that would wind up feeding their sort of like technology, or the creature, the sea creature possibly. So I'm not too sure, just a little bit of a guess there for what can wind up happening. We get our kind of first look here at the villagers. They all look really great. I love their designs, and I really like how you can kind of see the electricity sort of flowing through them. I think that's a very unique sort of look. Then we get to see that character there who I mentioned earlier, who I cannot for the life of me like remember. I'm pretty sure I saw what his name was at one point, but not within this trailer, so that's why I don't know it at this time. But we also get a look at Clutch Powers here as well, who's looking pretty great. Also, of course, he's holding one of their amulets right here, so it seems like they're trying to take one, and of course the villagers are not too happy about that. So we get to see here the catamaran as well, where it seems like Nia has been captured, Kai and Jay as well. So it seems like they're not like discriminating here. They're just going to capture all of the ninja, not just specifically Jay. And then we get to see this awesome shot of like, I don't know, the ritual sort of space where they perform it. I'm not too sure. It just looks really cool. And I love the like glowing purple eyes. I think that looks really cool as well. And then if we move forward right here, we can see all of the ninja here, all captured. We see Wu as well, and then Misako, and then it looks like Clutch on the end right there. So very interesting. It seems like all of them have been captured, except for that guy that we saw earlier, who I don't know the name of. So I wonder if he's gonna maybe help rescue them. I'm honestly not too sure. Then we get a closer look here. Very nice detail here. I cannot get enough of it. I really love the designs of these villains here. We get a wider shot right here with all of them sort of captured, so very cool right there. We get a closer look at the main villain there, Mammatus. At least I don't know how to fully pronounce Mammatus. I think I saw a video on how to properly pronounce it, but I'm not gonna bother. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the leader here of the villains, the chief, and you get to see the amulet there. Seems like he wants the ninja. We get another shot of the ninja right here with something glowing in the sky. I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe some of the lava. I don't know at this point. We get to see Lloyd right there. Get to see more of the ninja. A nice close-up shot here of Zane, Nia, and then Jay as well, looking really fantastic. So really nice there. We get to see Lloyd applying that face paint there, so we can kind of see that transition. Pixel as well gets a look here. It seems like she's staying aboard the Destiny's Bounty, so cool to get a look at her right there. This is where we get to see that it seems like the catamaran drops out of the bottom of the Destiny's Bounty, and then we get to see Zane's boat as well. And yeah, those seem to be the only two that drop out, so I'm assuming those are the ninja's vehicles, and that Lloyd's jungle bike winds up being one that he winds up hijacking from someone, so I'm not too sure, just a little bit of a theory there to kind of go off of. Then we get a nice close-up look here at Mammatus right here. Then we get a close-up look here at the chief, and I think that he just looks fantastic. I really do love the look of this villain here. I think it just looks great. We get to see the ninjas seem to break free right here, so of course, kind of showing that they're going to fight back here, of course, against the villagers. So we get to see them using some spinjitzu, Nia like drowning a few of them as well, just for good measure, of course. But then we get to see that they seem to be stuck in some sort of cage here, like that's protected by an electrical field, so we can see Zane, Cole, Kai, and then Nia as well. From what we can see in this shot, they get thrown back right there. We get to see Lloyd out here as well with Twitchy Tom also. Then we get a look at some fire right here, which I couldn't really tell where that was coming from, so I'm not too sure. Get to see Jay right there crossing a bridge. Get to see more of the villagers right here who look pretty great also. I like their little staffs as well. This is where we get to see, if I can pause it just on the right second there, you can kind of get a look at the jungle dragon right there. I'm going to see if I can get a better pause on that. Let's see if we can nail it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. He looks very crazy in animation as well, matching up very well with, of course, his like physical design in the sets. We get to see the two-headed guy as well, which is pretty cool also. Then if we move forward here, we get to see the dragon closer up there with Lloyd, so it seems like Lloyd's going to wind up befriending this jungle dragon also, which is quite cool. There's Mammotus once again. And then if we move forward here, we can see Lloyd going underwater here, maybe going up against that sea creature that they seem to be teasing, so very interesting there. Get to see some more stuff there. The ninja looking pretty serious. I'm assuming something of some sort of like battle about to go down, so very cool to see all of that. Few more things, the ninja all running right there. Significantly, we can see that Lloyd is not with them. It seems like Lloyd's going to maybe be separated from the ninja for a good portion of this special, or like the season. I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but very interesting there. We get to see actually that guy, that mystery character, is the one who frees them, so very cool to get to see him as well. We get to see them on the catamaran right here. And then, yeah, you can see Lloyd right here kind of going through the jungle. I don't think there's too much more to point out here. We can just see a little bit of fighting going on, which I gotta say, like, the animation looks fantastic in this season. I really do love the look of it as well. I think they've just really nailed it here. We get to kind of see here as well the Ninjago logo there get electrocuted, and then that is the end of the trailer right here. I think it is a really great looking season. I know there was a ton of stuff to break down in this video, but I hope I was able to cover most of it. It's amazing how we can break down like a 1.5-minute trailer for such a long portion of time, but I hope you did enjoy the video. If I did miss any details from this trailer, feel free to let me know down below. I'm always interested to learn more and also see anything that I might have missed from this trailer, and let me know if you know the name of that mystery character, because I would like to get to refer to them as their name, but I'm not sure if that's been like officially released or confirmed, so I'm not too sure at the moment. But yeah, overall a fantastic looking season. I'm definitely very excited for it, and once again, if you'd like to check out my reaction to the trailer, feel free to check out that video. I've also done videos on all of the season 14 sets and ranking the season 14 minifigures as well, so if you'd like to check out any of those videos, just feel free to check out my channel. It would be highly appreciated, and also feel free to leave a like on this video as well and subscribe also. Just super highly appreciated any support, so thanks so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.